All right, it is Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, and you're listening to Blue Lightning Daily. I'm Hunter, and yes, today's episode was assembled by a fully automated little robot content factory, which means if we suddenly start speaking in perfect corporate bullet points, please send help.
I'm Riley, and I just want to say, if the robots did this whole episode, and it's good, I'm taking credit. If it's weird, Hunter did it.
Wow, the betrayal is instant. Okay, today's big story. Google's Gemini Omni announcement, specifically Gemini Omni Flash, is basically planting a flag that the next-gen media war isn't about the prettiest demo, it's about making iteration feel instant.
Yeah, it's like we're leaving the one prompt, one masterpiece era and entering the give me 10 versions in the time it takes me to regret my first version era.
Exactly. Omni Flash is framed around conversational video creation and editing. So instead of re-rolling a whole clip when one thing is off, you refine through follow-up instructions. Keep context, keep continuity, tweak the thing.
Hold up, Hunter. Every model says continuity like it's a solved problem. Then you ask it to change the background, and suddenly your main character becomes their evil twin with like different eyebrows and a new vibe.
Totally, and I love that our source content is basically like, reality check. Continuity is still hard. Even if the interface becomes chat your way through edits, you're still going to see drift when you push bigger scene changes. Text and video, tiny objects, faces, logos, that stuff still gets spicy.
Spicy is such a generous word. It's like, congrats on your new brand video. Your logo now says BLULO, and not mean era. Oigerwook can close ITRs some. You know how ancient in 3 are time-eyed in ancient runes.
And that's why the real story isn't new model dropped. It's the workflow bet. Google's optimizing for revision loops, the part where time and sanity usually go to die.
Which, for creators, that's literally the whole job. Like, the audience thinks we're out here making art. No, we're out here making versions. We're making my client ask for it to pop, but also be minimal versions.
The nightmare note. Yeah. So the practical question is, if iteration is the product now, what should creators measure? Is it seconds to first draft, number of revisions, or how fast you stop hating the project?
Honestly, it's time to usable. Because first draft is cute, but it's often trash. If Omni Flash gets you to usable faster, like a clip you can actually post, test, or cut into an ad, then it's doing real work.
That's a great point. As a designer, I care less about first render time and more about how many times did I have to restart from scratch. If I can keep what's working and just adjust pacing or swap a background without detonating the whole thing, that's a legit production upgrade.
And it's super aligned with what we've been talking about this week. Like, ByteDance Seedance 2.5 is also pushing toward production reality. Longer clips, references for consistency, less re-rolling. Different flavor, same direction, fewer resets.
Yep. And OpenAI's GPT 5.6 family sol, Terra Luna, also kind of screams content ops era. Not in video specifically, but in the idea that you route work fast model for drafts, stronger model for polish, and you stop pretending every task needs the max everything setting.
We are in our boring tools win era. Like, the feature that wins is not look at my cinematic dragon. It's I changed one line and didn't lose the whole cut.
Exactly. The tools that reduce cycle time across the whole pipeline win. Brief to first draft to variants, variants to selects, selects to revisions, revisions to exports. That's the real grind.
Okay, but can we talk about the other half of this story? The Nano Banana thing.
Yes, so Nano Banana is basically an internet nickname for Google's faster image generation direction. It's not consistently an official product name in docs. And the article is very, very clear. People are already inventing model IDs and pricing like it's fan fiction.
The AI community loves doing that. It's like, I heard from a guy in a Discord that it's free if you whisper banana mode into the API.
Right, and the pricing confusion is real. There was a viral claim that sounded like $0.034 per 1,000 outputs. But the verifiable public reference point is Google's published Gemini API pricing that lists $0.034 per image for a specific image option in batch mode. Per image, not per thousand.
That's a massive difference. That's the kind of difference where your fun thumbnail experiment turns into, why is my card screaming?
Exactly. So, creator takeaway. Don't budget based on vibes. If you're building a pipeline, anchor on official docs. Assume the internet is lying until proven otherwise.
I feel like that should be printed on a hat or tattooed on every marketer's mouse hand.
And also, it ties into a bigger trend, speed stacks. If Google can make images fast and cheap enough, and then make video iteration conversational, you get a smoother pipeline where image to video becomes normal.
Yes, because so many AI video workflows are secretly just AI image workflows with extra suffering layered on top. Like, you generate images you like, then you pray the video model respects them, then it doesn't, then you cry, then you reroll.
And if the tools start behaving like software, iterate, refine, keep what works, then teams can formalize variant production, especially ads, shorts, promos, social hooks, where speed beats perfection and variants are the actual product.
I want to poke you, though. Who wins if video editing becomes conversational? Like, are pro editors cooked? Or does this help them too?
I don't think it cooks them. I think it changes what they spend time on. Pro editors will still have taste, pacing, narrative instinct, brand judgment, all that. But conversational editing opens the door for the "I've never opened Premiere and I'm proud of it" crowd to make usable stuff.
That crowd is huge and loud, and it's basically every founder with a webcam.
Exactly. But here's the nuanced part. Conversational doesn't mean you get what you want. It means you get faster attempts at what you want. Humans still have to choose. Humans still have to QA.
And that's where the automation versus misinformation line gets real. Because when you speed up output, you also speed up the chance of shipping something wrong, or off-brand, or culturally tone-deaf.
Yes, and it's not even always malicious. It's like the model followed instructions but emotionally chose violence.
Okay, I have one. I used an AI transcription tool last week, and it turned a calm sentence into an HR incident. I said, "We should keep this simple." It transcribed it as, "We should keep this dumb." Like, "Hello, I'm trying to collaborate, not start a workplace documentary."
That is brutal. And that's the practical risk for creators. Speed tools are great, but the faster you iterate, the more you need lightweight guardrails, a review step, a brand checklist, even just someone who reads the captions before it posts.
And you know where latency matters most? Short form, ads. Anything where you're testing hooks and packaging. If I can tweak a clip fast, change the opening second, swap the product shot, adjust text timing, that's literally money.
Totally, and also internal corporate video. Nobody admits they care, but everybody cares. If you can let non-editors request changes in plain language, that's huge.
Okay, but we gotta keep it real. The ceiling right now is probably tiny tweaks done well, and medium edits with some drift, and big scene-level changes where you still might need a reroll. Like, it's not magic, it's just less pain.
That's the grounded take, and it's why Google betting on workflow feel over jaw-dropping demos makes sense. Demos get likes. Workflow wins budgets.
Meme caption for this whole update. Stop asking for masterpieces. Start asking for versions.
Mine is, when the AI finally remembers what you meant 2 messages ago, because that's the dreamless slot machine, more collaborator.
But still a collaborator who occasionally spells your brand name like it's summoning something.
Always. All right, quick practical advice before we wrap. If you're a creator or marketer watching this space, plan for iteration as your core metric. Build workflows that assume you'll make variants, not a single perfect deliverable. And when pricing chatter hits your feed, verify it before you build your whole strategy on it.
And if you're testing tools like this, start with stuff that benefits from speed over perfection. Hooks, thumbnails, ad cutdowns, product promos. Don't start with your short film you've been writing since middle school. Protect your heart.
Well said. Thanks for hanging with us on Blue Lightning Daily. This episode was fully automated with a mix of AI tools, which means if you heard a weird phrase, that's just the robots leaving fingerprints.
Fury, subscribe if you want more AI news without the fairy tales. And go check out bluelightningtv.com for updates, breakdowns, and the occasional reminder that Nano Banana is not a legally binding product name. Catch you next time.